Hi, Miss. Good afternoon. How are you doing? Kamusta naging interview mo? Hi, Chicken Juice. Ang cute naman na name mo. Hi, MC24. Am I coming in clear? Maliwanag po ba ang audio ko? Na, wala yung background. Naglagay lang akong background para hindi lang sobrang dry. Hindi po interview na yan. Oh! So maganda ba? Maganda ba yung kinalabasan yung job offer mo? Baka naman kagaya ng kwento yung kahapon na may job offer bigla tapos magbabayad ka rin. Sana hindi ganon. Sige, sampa ka kung kaya mo mag-join dun dito sa live para makwento mo. Meron siya sa bottom, makikita mo, may dalawang parang human, yung icon na tao. Hi Arlu, thank you for joining me. Oh, yung mga gustong matuto what not to do or how to craft your resume. Ito yung pagkakataon nyo. Vilma Simara, how are you? Thank you for joining. Napakahirap kasi na when you're applying kasi you do not know how to present yourself, especially sa sa resume pa lang. Nako, napakahirap. I'll invite you hi Olivia, hi Shula, hi Louisa, hi Aline. Ang topic natin ngayon is resume writing. No matter what career kayo, VA man yan or any other career, lalo na kung if you just recently graduated, pag-usapan natin yan. Tulungan ko kayo para mas maging maganda ang presentation ninyo ng inyong resume. Sige, Mace, pasok ka lang kung pasok ka lang kung kaya mo. Hi, Olivia. How are you doing? How can I help you? And I hope I can help you with my topic. Yeah, ang topic natin for today is how to write your resume para yung iwasan natin yung mga mistakes, no? Kitty, hi, good afternoon. Marceline, Mary Jane, good afternoon. I hope you stick around para at least you get to learn and understand how you can present yourself as a candidate or as an applicant. And meron akong babalita sa inyo, very very nice. Kaya ako medyo na late ng konti kasi I just finished a meeting. Kung sino yung nandito kahapon, may sinasabi ako na I'm cooking or brewing something as a partner. So, katatapos na nung meeting ko, kaya na-late ako ng kaunti. Because it's going to be helpful for those aspiring VAs, lalo na yung mga medyo matagal nang nabakante, no? Matagal na kayo nabakante, na hindi nakapag-work for a long time. So, this opportunity will be great for you guys. And there's no reason para hindi nyo makamit ang inyong pangarap, no? To become a VA or to work and have clients out of the saan ba? Sa US nyo ba gusto? Sa Australia? UK? You can do it now. And I'm proud to say na kung dito, accept! Ayan, si Mace! Ayan, thank you, Mace! O si Mace, nandito siya kahapon. And ang sabi niya, meron siyang job interview today. And ipapakwento natin sa kanya what happened. Hi, Mace! How are you? Hello, Mace? I can't hear you. May mic ka na ba? Naka-on yung mic mo but we can't hear you. Ayun. Nagkaano siya. Tumutunog-tunog.
Opo, ayan.
Hi, Olivia. Sige, stay tuned ka lang para matutunan mo kung paano. Ayan, Mace. O ano ba? Ang sasabihin ko ba sa'yo, congratulations or anyari? Alin doon? Alin doon ang gagamitin ko?
Baka pareho po.
Sige, ikaw magkwento. Ano nangyari sa'yo?
Actually, ano po yun? Bali,
You don't need to mention
nag-expect po ako
the
ng
company name, ha? Wag mo na mention.
parang third interview yata siya.
Oh.
Yes po.
Tapos,
So, before po nun, nag-message po sa akin yung HR. Actually, text message po na asking if pwede ba akong, or pwede ba siyang tumawag.
okay. When you say text
Tapos
message,
at that
mobile yan.
time, hindi ko po siya na-replyan kasi, yes, mobile po. Pero before po nun, meron na pong interviews, 2 interviews na po. Bali, the first one po is yung sa HR. Then the second one po is with the HR and the operations naman po.
Mhm. Oh, tama yung process na yon.
So,
Walang mali sa
okay
process.
naman po yung okay naman po yung ano. So I was parang nag-isip ako at that time na baka po yung next interview would be the owner.
Okay.
Kasi parang ganun po kasi yung nakikita ko minsan. Parang may iba, CEO yung nag-interview, ganun.
Yeah.
Parang for the final interview. Tapos, parang, ang sabi po kasi sa akin last week, nung interview po ako ng operations na they will call me back this week. Parang, titingnan po kung, yun nga po, kung masasama po ako for the final interview.
Okay.
So, dumating yung Monday, Tuesday, sabi ko, hala, baka hindi yata ako pasok.
Okay.
So,
US to, diba?
ang nangyari po, yun nga po, tinext po ako nung HR, tapos in-inform po ako na, yun nga, pwede ba niya ako makausap and all, ganyan. Hanggang sa parang ang naging setup po is, nag-send na lang po siya ng invite link ng 9:30 last night po.
Oh.
Tapos, nandun na po ako sa kasi via Google Meet po siya.
Pero yung Google Meet ba?
So,
Paid
yun na po.
or
Ang
free?
sinabi lang po sa akin na actually this is not the e-job interview, but parang nag-o-offer na nga po siya ng work. So, job offer na po siya. Pero yung process po is, parang first, parang magta-trial period po ako for 1 month.
Without pay?
For free po, 15 minutes.
Kaya nga, free 15 minutes for 1 month. For 1 month, tama? Hello, Mace? Okay, naririnig nyo to, guys? 15 minutes
Hindi po. Paid po siya
paid.
yung trial period niya
Okay, for 1
1
month. Okay, kala ko free eh. Pero 15 minutes lang per day?
Opo. Sorry, medyo nag-chop. Nag-e-echo po kasi.
Mahina yung internet mo, naka-red eh, yung sa'yo.
Opo.
So, 15 minutes per day.
Hindi po. Bali, paid po siya. Tapos yung working hours niya po is 8 hours a day, 5 times a week.
So, legit naman siya kasi paid ka for the whole time. Did you sign an agreement already?
Yes po. Yun nga lang po kasi, di ba po, with the agreement po, supposedly, we had the orientation tonight po.
So, kasi dapat yan, you have to sign an agreement first. Kung kahit pre-trial yan, dapat meron nakalagay na this is a...
Yun,
Agency ba to o direct?
direct po siya kasi na-check ko naman po yung website. Legit naman po siya. Tapos, nakuha ko po siya actually through OLJ.
Yeah.
Tapos, ang sabi po sa akin is, yun nga po, later po yung onboarding. So parang i-explain, di pala onboarding, orientation po.
O bakit ka pinagtatrabaho agad kung hindi ka pa
Yun.
tapos sa
So,
orientation?
hindi naman po, parang hindi naman po talaga siya parang start ng work. Ang banggit lang po sa akin is ngayon po yung orientation.
Okay. So, hindi ka pa pinag-work.
Hindi pa naman.
Okay. It seems naman na tama yung process nila. Baka kasi kailangan na nila. Basta meron kang isa-sign na agreement. And then, dapat after the agreement, hihingan ka na ng requirements. Ang requirements dyan, bibigay mo yung mga, like, kung saan ka babayaran. Pero yung, normally, it's either PayPal or Wise. So, hindi bank account. Hindi, tama. Hihingan ka pa rin ng bank account mo kasi i-connect nila yan sa sa Wise mo or PayPal. Pero hindi bank account na kasi hindi naman nakakapag-transfer directly to bank to bank eh. Normally pero kung meron silang account na nakakapag-transfer ng bank nila to your bank, I'm not sure. Pero kadalasan kasi Wise or PayPal. So,
okay po.
Ano
Yun
ka
nga
lang?
po Tapos, in-explain lang po sa akin kagabi is, for 30 days nga po, may certain rate po silang binigay, which is, nung tinanong ko po kayo kahapon, medyo mababa po siya.
Yun yung problema kapag direct minsan. Kasi nga, wala kang protection. Ang agency kasi can protect you. Pero, maganda rin naman sa agency, at least kung ano man yung benefits ng mga employees nila doon, na itatawid nila sa inyo. I don't know I'm not sure 100%, pero you can give it a try until makita mo na may red flags ka nang nakikita talaga. Until the moment na hindi ka naman pinagtatrabaho ng free, okay lang yan. Sige, tapusin mo hanggang doon sa stage na nakikita mong okay ka pa. Pero pag meron na sa yung hihinging ganito, you have to pay this, yun na yung red flag doon. Kasi uunti-untiin ka muna hanggat ma-bait ka nila eh. Pero sana, hindi ganun.
Kaya nga po, kaya nag-follow na po talaga ako sa inyo.
Kasi marami silang style eh. Hindi naman sila one size fits all eh. Fits all eh. Parang, iiba-ibahin nila yan kasi nakikita na nga eh. Napapansin na kung ano yung ginagawa nila. Basta as long as walang hinihingi sa yung pera, okay, tuloy ka lang. Pero pag nakaramdam ka na ng hinihingan ka na, you have to deposit something, stop. Mag-stop ka na. I'm telling you, it's not a real job. Okay?
Opo. Ang explain po sa akin ng HR is 30 days. Tapos after 30 days, mag-i-increase naman po siya.
Pero dapat nasa contract.
And then, yun nga din po yung inaantay ko, yung specify sa akin ng HR.
Yes, everything should be in the
contract. Ko na
contract.
parang meron talaga siyang contract.
And you should not be asked to work without the contract. Read it first, basahin mo maigi. Kasi minsan, sa sobrang excited natin, nalilimutan ng basahin. Read it first. And then, if you feel naman na legal naman yung tono ng kontrata mo, actually, pag kaganyan, walang bind, hindi siya nagbabind kasi pinirmahan mo sa Pilipinas kung ang client mo Amerika. Kaya may maganda yung agency kasi meron silang representation dito sa Philippines, kahit pa paano, protected ka, meron ka matatakbuhan. Diyan, wala ka matatakbuhan. Pag nagtrabaho ka dyan, kahit may contract ka, good luck kung makareceive ka ng sweldo kasi nga, they can just go and run away. Marami ng ganyang experiences. So, I hope tama yung mo, client.
Sige po. Ano ko po yun.
Opo. Ingatan mo lang, basahin mo maiging contract mo, don't do anything, and if they're going to ask you payment, stop. Yun na yung sign mo. Okay? Marami na ibang opportunities. Wag kang magpakagat dyan. Thank you so much, Mace, for sharing your story.
Opo.
And good luck. Okay?
Sige
Thank
po,
you.
thank you
Thank you so
po.
much, Mace. Thank you. So, ayun, if you heard Mace's story, isa yan sa mga dapat ninyong tinitignan. Yan, nag-uumpisa sila dun sa sasabihin nila, free ka ng ganito, or nag-change sila ng information before you really reach the part where you sign a contract. So, be very careful. Dahil, pag nahook ka na nila, tapos pinagbayad na nila kayo, ayan na, kayo na naloko. Hindi kayo yung nag-benefit dun sa transaction na yun. So, good afternoon everyone. Thank you so much for joining me in. Marami tayong, hindi marami, may pag-uusapan tayo. Thank you, Mace, for joining. So, ito, challenge nating lahat to, yung pagsusulat ng resume. Hindi ko lang kayo magagawa ng presentation kasi I don't think kaya mag-present dito sa TikTok. And the purpose naman of my talk is really giving you some tips, no? So, today, this is a very important tip na anyone can really learn from it kasi lahat tayo, we submit resume when we are applying. Mapa-experience ka, mapa-bago ka. Pero sometimes, ito naman ang difference siguro nung eksperyensado na compared do sa hindi pa. So for those who have been working for such a long period of time, let's say 20, 30 years, minsan yung resume, mas maganda if you have your own portfolio or profile rather than resume. Kasi meron ka ng maiha-highlight, no? Pag profile kasi medyo, ibang dating, 'di ba? Pero kasi dito sa Philippines, hindi masyadong nire-recognize yon. So, still resume pa rin. So, ngayon, pakinggan natin. Kung meron kayong discuss, gusto mong itanungin, feel free to comment here. I will answer them as I go along. No? Sino sa inyo dito? Raise your heart na lang. Mag-heart na lang kayo na hindi pa nakagawa ng resume. Is there anyone here na hindi pa nakakagawa ng resume? Heart nyo na lang ako sa comment para alam kong maraming hindi pa nakagawa. Ngayon, kung sino naman dito ang nakagawa na ng resume, smiley face. Para alam kong nakagawa na kayo ng resume nyo. Yan. Kasi ang resume, ang unang-unang hinihingi sa atin whenever we are applying sa trabaho. Kasi that's your way of introducing kung ano yung ginawa mo, accomplishments mo. Share niyo pala yung live ko para mas marami pa tayong matulungan din in terms of this topic. And I'm pretty sure marami yung nahihirapan magsulat ng fresh ka, Mace, kasi nag-under ko ka ng application ngayon. So yung mga hindi marunong gumawa ng resume, and I'm pretty sure marami kasi hindi naman yan part masyado ng curriculum natin nung nag-aaral, no? It's being asked, lalo na pag graduating kayo, to create or to draft your own resume. However, syempre, hindi kayo masyadong nag-guide doon dahil it's just part of the subject. Tama ba? Now, today, pag-usapan natin ano yung mga dapat at hindi dapat inilalagay sa resume, lalo na kung ang ina-applyan nyo ay online work as a VA or as a freelancer. Pero, iba rin ang resume na dapat yung isulat or dapat gawin kung ang ina-applyan nyo naman is based here sa Philippines. Halimbawa, companies. Let's say, ang kumpanyang ina-applyan nyo ay Coca-Cola, yung malalaking companies dito. Okay? So, magkaiba pa rin yung magiging presentation ninyo ng resume because ang online, merong limitations lang kaming, kumbaga meron lang ibang items kaming tinitignan. Pero pagka kasi company-based yung ina-applyan nyo from here, dito ka magtatrabaho sa Pilipinas, they need all of this information. No? Yung mga contact numbers and everything. Now, pag online, whenever you are creating, be it online or be it here in the Philippines, local, tandaan nyo po, when you save a resume, when you create a resume rather, make sure that you are drafting one original copy para kang merong master copy. Tandaan nyo, it's very important to have a master copy of a resume. Walang problema kung yan ay 5 pages, 6 pages, 7 pages. Master copy nyo yan. Bakit ko sinasabi yan? Kasi, pag nag-a-apply kayo ng position or ng trabaho, 'Di ba ang sinabi ko sa inyo noon, dapat alam ninyo yung binabasa niyo yung job description. Yung job description kasi ang magpo-provide, ay, hindi ko na naman na-record ko muna. Sorry. Yan, record ko lang. Yan. So, dapat kapag gagawa kayo ng resume, alam ninyo kung bakit may master copy. Having a master copy of a resume, no matter how many pages to, okay lang yan kasi para yan sa inyo. Kaya ka dumadami yung pages kasi syempre as you go along, nagkakaroon ka ng additional skills, additional training, additional certification, additional knowledge. Parang listahan mo siya. No? Ito yung naging trabaho ko before from this year to this year, etong kumpanya, ito yung mga responsibilities ko, ito yung accomplishments ko. So para ka naggagawa ng biography mo, if I may. So if you have that, it will not be difficult for you now to craft another resume based dun sa role na gusto mong applyan na nagkaroon ka rin naman ng experience. For example, gusto mo mag-apply as executive assistant. Nagkaroon ka ng experience as a secretary for 3 or 5 years. Okay? Yung experience mo dun sa secretary, pwede mo siyang grab and to create your executive assistant resume. Okay? So, yung master copy mo ng resume, save it as your master copy. Pero this one, that you are creating a new one, save it as your name, your full name, dash executive assistant. So that every time you would be applying for an executive assistant role, meron ka ng executive assistant resume. Now, cover letter. Madalas tayo hindi gumagamit ng cover letter. Pero ang maganda kasi sa cover letter, if you want to minimize the number of pages of your resume, pwede mong ilagay sa cover letter yung mga accomplishments mo as a professional, let's say, as an executive assistant, kung ano man yung role na in-applyan mo. Okay? Para doon, nakikita nila, na-walk through mo sila, how come ikaw ay nag-a-apply ng executive assistant pero ang dati mong experience is secretary, doon mo makukwento. Pero wag naman sobrang haba. Kumbaga, just give them a gist of why you can transition from being a secretary to now being an executive assistant. And ano yung ginawa mo para masabing you are ready for that role. And that can only be done through a cover letter. Now, how many pages ba dapat ang meron ang resume? To be honest, dapat at least 2 pages lang ang resume, no matter how long, no matter what kind of, kumbaga, kahit gaano ka nakatagal na nag-work, no? It's very important that at least you have 2 pages lang, maximum na yon. Kasi remember, I told you, every company now is using an ATS, applicant tracking system. And normally, naglalagay yan ng keywords para ma-parse. The word is parsing, P-A-R-S-E. Ma-parse nila yung mga resume at madali nilang ma-review. So, nagagawa lang sila ng keywords. Ano yung keywords? For example, ang hinahire nila executive assistant. Ang hahanapin nilang keyword ay kung ano man yung kailangan nilang tools na alam dapat nung applicant. So, let's say, ang gusto nilang tool ay Google Workspace. So, lahat ng applicants na may Google Workspace tapos 3 years ang hinahanap nila, ilalagay nila yun sa keywords ng applicant tracking system nila. Executive Assistant, Google Workspace, 3 years. Yung resume mo, pag pinasa mo sa kanila at dumaan sa ATS, Executive Assistant yung title nung ina-applyan mo, pero wala kang Google Workspace at wala ka ring 3 years, chances are, hindi masasama sa active candidates. So, saan pupunta yon? It could be ma-archive. Or, they can just, nandyan lang. So, they can review it or look at it after. Hindi siya urgent. So, sayang naman. That's why I'm teaching you how you can make your resume be readable ng mga ATS, Applicant Tracking System. Itong mga ATS na to, tool po ito ha, tool. It is a tool most companies are using kasi nga, when they receive numbers of applicants maramihan. Isang opening, pero ang dami-daming mag-a-apply. So, chances are, matagal bago ka mag-review, kaya kung imamano-mano mo yan. So, that's why they are actually using an ATS to help them filter down the candidates na pumapasok sa kanila para alam nila kung sino lang yung ipaprocess nila. And those na nagsunod or sumunod sa let's say yung title ng position na in-applyan, and then meron din siya nung tool na kailangan and everything, chances are mapapapunta siya sa shortlisted. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng shortlisted. Okay? Yung resume nyo dapat sumuswak doon sa JD. So, kaya pag nagsisave kayo ng resume, uulitin ko, wag yung gagawin ganito. Halimbawa, pangalan mo, Juan de la Cruz, updated resume. Sino ang gumagawa niyan? Madami yan. Mag-ano kayo, mag-smiley face kayo kung ganyan ang resume nyo. Juan de la Cruz, tapos ang nakalagay ay updated resume. Mag-comment, true po, hindi mababasa. True po ba, ma'am, na meron ATS na hindi talaga binabasa ang picture. So, minsan, they require walang picture kasi nga yung ATS nila doesn't recognize images. Pero hindi naman sa lahat. Kaya nagre-request sila ng video recording sa kadalasan. Walang agency or client na hindi magre-require ng video or even audio. So, that's why minsan kahit walang picture, they require it. Kasi nga, dumadaan sa ATS, hindi nare-recognize ng ATS ang images. Okay? So, sino sa inyo ulit ang gumagamit ng ganong klaseng file name, pangalan nyo, tapos nakalagay updated resume. So, if ganun pa rin ang pagsisave ninyo ng resume nyo, huwag nyo nang gawin. Kasama nyo na sa don'ts. Okay? Kasi nga, with the vast technology now, madali nang malagay sa archive ang resume nyo. So, ayaw nyo yun, di ba? Mahirap pag napalagay sa archive, meaning to say, thank you will call you. Okay? So, isa yun sa mga don'ts, ha? Pangalawa, yung resume ninyo, unang-una, kung kailangan may picture, wag naman yung mga nagsiselfie. Kasi ako, when I was reviewing resume dito sa Virtual Elves, meron pa talaga naglalagay, selfie, tapos minsan naka-duck face, tapos minsan yung picture na, alam niyo yung nilalagyan ng color, ine-edit, yun ang ginagamit nilang picture, walang masama doon, kaso lang, yung size kasi minsan sobrang laki, hindi naman necessary. So, if you're going to use a picture, make sure it looks professional. Kasi, ikaw mismo, pine-present mo yung sarili mo eh. Ikaw you are selling yourself. You're offering yourself to a possible client to say, work with me. And a picture can paint 1,000 words, as they say. Diba? May kanta, if a picture paints 1,000 words, then why can't I paint you? So, a picture can mean a lot of things. Sometimes, nakaka-discriminate, pero that's just how it is. So, kung ayaw nyo na may picture, make sure na yung pangalan nyo, readable, and the fonts that you're using is wag naman sobrang lalaki. There is an acceptable size of a font which is at least Arial 11 or 12. Okay? And then your name, under your name, make sure na nakalagay doon ano ka. For example, ako, whenever I create my resume, my name, under that, I would put my title as Certified Learning and Development Practitioner, VA, professional VA, para nakikita nila na, okay to kasi may ganun, yun ang title niya. So, wag nyo lang ilalagay yung pangalan nyo, tapos address agad, kasi hindi na-identify ng recruiters na magre-review ano ba ang ina-applyan mo or ano yung position, ano yung background mo. Okay? Hi, May. Is this May? May. Hi, nag-apply ako as nag-apply po ako sa Virtual Elf. Sana makapasa. Sana makapasa. Wait for the process naman. Mabilis naman mag-contact sa amin. So, once na narinig, dapat lang kompleto yung May, dapat na-complete mo yung form, yung aming application form, kasi pag hindi yun completed at binalikan ka for review at hindi tapos, hindi ka rin magpo-proceed. So, may instructions naman kami doon, dapat ma-complete nyo yung yung lahat-lahat. Thank you, May, for reminding me. I-share ko pala yung link ko sa aking group. Kung hindi pa kayo nakasama dito sa Facebook community ko, I'm typing the link here. And I think hindi nyo makiklik. Sabi kahapon, sino ba yung nagsabi sa akin, mahigpit daw ang TikTok. You cannot actually click a link. So don't click the link. I'll just share it with you and then copy it so that you can open it. So this is my community para makilala nyo kung sino po ako at kung ganong katagal na rin ako nag-VA, no? I've started 2014. Ang aking page, ito yung aking page, Facebook page. Para kung may mga pinopost ako na helpful, pa-like and follow na lang ako sa aking page. Okay, wait lang po. Ito naman ang aking Facebook page. So again, you cannot click the link, so you have to copy and paste it. Okay, tanong lang kayo ha. Good luck sa iyo, May. Sana tinapos at kinomplete mo lahat, ha, para at least matawagan ka ng aming recruitment specialist. And then si Zeph. Hi, Zeph. Paano po kapag Harvard style na resume po? Okay ba yun? What do you mean Harvard style? Yung walang yung walang images, ano nga ba yung Harvard? Yung Harvard ba yung puro nasa left side? Wala namang specified na na Harvard or hindi Harvard yung style ng resume mo. What's important is ano yung nasa laman, ano yung nasa loob ng resume mo. Kaya ko ina-explain to para at least kung Harvard man yung style ng resume mo, ma-adjust mo lang din. Lalo na kung beginner ka or kung experienced ka. Remember, maximum of at least 2 pages lang ang resume, and then kung may pangatlong page, dapat yun na yung cover letter nyo. Okay, do not submit a resume without a cover letter kasi ito yung make or break nyo. Dito kayo nagsasabi na as an executive assistant, I have assisted C-suite level type of managers or something like that. So, I have handled blah blah blah. Doon yung maia-highlight yung accomplishments nyo. So, never ever na hindi kayo magsasubmit ng resume na walang cover letter. So, very important yan. So, don'ts muna tayo, ha. So, once you have crafted your resume, kung lalagyan nyo ng picture, dapat professionally looking pictures. Mag-invest kayo. Wag yung cellphone nyo, tapos pipicturean nyo sarili nyo, tapos ilalagay nyo na doon. Sayang. Tapos, after your picture, kung may picture man, pangalan nyo. After your name, lagyan nyo ng ano ba ang background nyo. Let's say, Olivia Aquino. Si Olivia Aquino, ano si Olivia Aquino? Pwede mo lagay, experienced executive assistant. So, ako na nagre-review, alam ko agad ang background mo. Okay, executive assistant. Ngayon, i-connect ko yung dots. I-connect ko yung dots nung wait lang ha. May delivery ako. Yung i-connect ko ngayon yung dots nung executive assistant ka based on your background. Okay, so tama. Executive assistant nga siya. Para at least naiintindihan na kaya ganun yung experiences mo kasi executive assistant ka. Wag na wala siyang background mo. Okay? And then after your background, kung ang ina-applyan nyo ay online work, you don't need to put the entire address. It is not a requirement. Just put, for example, Laguna, Philippines. Malaman lang nila anong location. You don't have to put the entire address. Black ganito, lahat ganyan. No need. Okay? Even locally, kahit locally kayo nag-a-apply, huwag nyo ilagay yung buong address nyo for privacy din ninyo, for data privacy security nyo. Just put location. Makati City. We're in Makati, they don't need to know. Ang tinitignan naman nila dyan is your distance from your house to the office na papasukan mo. Okay? Ngayon, sa online, ang tinitignan naman namin dyan, kaya kailangan ng location, is yung internet connectivity nyo doon sa location na yan. Malakas ba ang internet connection dyan sa lugar na yan o hindi? Kaya nagpapa-speed test kami. Okay? Sabi ni Olivia, paano po kung yung previous job is hindi po related sa position na ina-applyan? Pwede pa din ilagay? I would say, don't put it. Pero, kung yun lang yung naging recent work mo, okay lang din. Ngayon, sa cover letter ka babawi. Kaya nga napaka-importante ng cover letter kasi this is where you express to them your interest, why you are applying for that role, lalo na kung wala kang background or wala kang experience. Nagigets nyo? Magkaiba yung cover letter at magkaiba din yung email letter when you're sending it. So, for example, you're sending it via email. Siyempre, susundan niyo yung subject, di ba? Minsan yan, nakalagay sa instructions, when sending the application, use this subject line. So, gagamitin niyo yung subject line kasi para madali nila ma-identify na applicant ka for that particular role. So, pag nalagay mo na, dun sa body of the email, di ba? Hi, chu-chu-chu-chu, I would like to submit my application for ganito ganyan. Please find the attached documents. I have attached my resume for this application and a cover letter. I look forward to hearing from you. Tapos yung pangalan mo and your contact number or your email address is enough. Actually, you don't need to put your contact number. So, that's enough. And then you attach your resume. Ito ulit tayo. Your resume should be saved as your name and whatever the title of the role you are applying. So, for example, ikaw, Olivia Aquino /executive assistant. So, alam ko kagad na magpatong-patong man yung files ko, alam ko si Olivia ay nag-apply as executive assistant. Nagigets nyo? Make life easier for the recruiters. And then, yung cover letter nyo, wag yung isa-save as cover letter lang. Ganun din. Pangalan mo, Olivia Aquino, executive assistant, cover letter. Para alam nila na cover letter yung isa. Do you follow? Make it simple for you and make it easy for the recruiters para hindi nila kayo malimutan na, oo nga pala may nag-apply sa akin. It makes life simple and easy. Okay? So, dun pa lang yan sa sa pagsisave. Now, when you go back to your resume, so again, sabi ko kanina, you don't need to put your entire home address. It is not a requirement. Just put from Laguna or from Makati or wherever para at least nakikita nila ng location mo. And then now that you have added that, you can put your number, again, like what I said yesterday, use a phone number that is not connected to your banking system for your own protection, for privacy protection. Okay? Keep it na meron kang pang-call mo for that and keep your banking number sa personal mo as your personal. Okay? Do you agree on that? Just type or comment agree below so that I know you're okay with it. And then, once nalagay mo na yung number na yon, so meron ka ng number, ilalagay mo ngayon yung email address mo at saka yung link mo sa iyong thank you mails, and then you can put your link to your social media platforms. O, ito, ano yung don'ts sa social media nyo na dapat hindi nyo inilalagay sa resume. If you want to add your social media links sa iyong resume, I highly recommend and suggest na magkaroon kayo ng page ninyo, sariling page. Do not connect it with your personal Facebook account. Nakakasunod ba kayo doon? Kung may question kayo doon, I'm very much willing to answer that. Because your personal Facebook account is your personal. Everything that you want as your pictures ng family mo, nandun yun. Kaya ako meron akong page and I don't share my personal Facebook account. Because as a professional, I want to maintain my privacy. Gusto ko, private life ko, private lang. Pero pagdating sa work, this is where I showcase my work. So, I have my own page and I have my LinkedIn account. So, ganun din dapat sa inyo. Wag na wag ninyong ilalagay yung mga personal ninyong Facebook accounts, Instagram accounts, because it is not necessary. What we want to see is your professional way of living. Kung paano kayo, ano yung mga posts na gusto nyong sinishare to identify who you are. This is what you call branding. It's your personal branding. I mean, sorry for the word personal. This is your professional branding. Okay lang po ba yon, ma'am, kahit new FB page pa lang ilagay? Well, if it is new, make sure na naglalagay kayo ng regularly ng content. Okay? Para hindi naman blanco. Kasi, kaya hinihingan ng social media accounts is that to see, ano yan, one way of doing a background check eh. Okay? Pag shinare niyo yung Facebook ninyong personal, di lahat ng ginagawa ninyo sa buhay ninyo, nailatag nyo na, naipakita nyo na. What if, hindi ka naman umiinom talaga, kaso napasama ka lang sa mga pinsan mo, nayaya ka, napainom ka, tapos meron kang picture doon na lasing ka, kasi nga, it's your first time to drink. So, they might judge you already na, ay, lasinggero to si Mace, wag yan. You see what I'm trying to say? You have to protect yourself in such a way na you're not naman creating an image of you that is not you. It's just that you are putting you're putting a barrier between your personal and your professional life. And that's how you just have to do it. Now, if it is new, then make sure you're constantly putting something on your Facebook page para nang sa ganon, nakikita nila updated ka sa mga sinishare mo, at huwag kayo mag-share ng chismis, huwag kayo mag-share ng nag-aaway. Share something that is relevant doon sa profession mo. Share something that is hi, call Mary, ang kita naman ng profile mo. Share something that is relevant to what you're going to do, so that they can see your type of thinking. Kumbaga doon pala nakikita na nila yung creative part mo. Okay? So, if you're going to put your social media links sa inyong resume, make sure it is your professional account. Kung ayaw niyo ng Facebook page, LinkedIn. Ako kasi hindi ako naglalagay ng Facebook ko eh. I think it's always my LinkedIn that I put. Kasi ang LinkedIn, it's a professional platform talaga. Okay. Hi, Shine! Natuwa naman ako. Sinamahan ako ni Shine. Anong oras ka na natulog, Shine? Nakatulog na ako. Hindi ko na kayo narinig umawit ng pagkahaba-haba. So, yun po, no? Hello! Thank you for joining me, Shine. Anong oras na kayo nakatulog? Or tumigil ng kaawit? Ay, join my fan club. Salamat! Anong oras na kayo nag-sleep? Magkakasama kami kagabi na yan si Shine. Yung anong tawag dun, Shine? Sleep stream. Sinamahan ko yung tsahin ko. Wala lang, ganun lang pala yun. Tapos nag-conscious, dalawa na nag-sleep. Sleep live. So, umaawit si Shine hanggang nakatulog na. Daneni, hi. Thank you, Shine. Hello, Daneni. So, yun po. Again, social media links are FB, especially FB and IG. Pwedeng hindi na ilagay yan sa resume, no? Pwedeng don't yan. Pero yung LinkedIn profile, do. It's a do. You have to put it there. Now, chronological ba dapat ang paglalagay ng experiences? Yes, it should be chronological. Kasi nga, we want to see when was the last time ka nag-work at saka ano yung ang tawag namin dyan is yung hindi ka palipat-lipat ng trabaho. So, meron kang residential, kumbaga. So, pag nakita namin, napansin namin na parang hindi ka nagtatagal sa isang work, medyo questionable na yun sa amin kasi why are you not staying that long? Ano ba yan? Is it a choice? Or something has happened? So, in terms of your background, it doesn't look good. So, kung halimbawa kayo, kaya nga sabi ko yesterday, make sure that when you are accepting a job, you're accepting it because you really like it, not because kailangan mo lang. Because ang tendency niyan, papasok ka ngayon, tapos hindi ka naman happy dahil hindi mo naman talaga gusto, aalis ka. So, ganun ulit. maghahanap ka ulit ng trabaho, just because kailangan mo, papasukin mo ulit, tapos hindi ka masaya dahil hindi yan ang gusto mo, aalis ka. So, there is no residency from you, and there is no consistency from you. So, it's telling the company na, wait, baka may iba pang candidates. So, kung ganun ang resume ninyo, lalong-lalong kailangan ninyo ng cover letter to explain the gap. When you explain it, make sure your cover letter is at least just one pager. It has to be brief, but it's clear. Okay? Kasi without explaining why are you having those gaps, mapapaisip talaga na, ano kaya to? Pasaway kaya itong empleyadong to? Or bakit nagkakaroon siya ng ganung kalalaking gap? Okay? Klaro po ba yon? Can you type clear para at least naintindihan ko na naintindihan niyo yung point na bakit tinitignan yung residency ng isang applicant. So, if you can type clear, at least alam kong naintindihan niyo. Thank you, Maze. How about the others? Si Olivia, clear ba yun sa'yo, Olivia? Para when you're crafting your resume, Olivia, makita mo yung chronological ng ano mo. Oh, yan. Thank you. Natutulungan ba kita? Nakakatulong ba yung sinasabi ko? Kasi talagang ang resume is your brochure. Isipin nyo, brochure nyo yan. Diba, pag bibili kayo ng bahay, ang hinihingi nyo, brochure. So, pag nakita mo na maganda yung brochure mo, ma-attract mo yung buyer to say, oh, sige, gusto ko mag-tripping. Ganon din sa resume. That is your brochure. And your brochure is selling who you are and emphasizing ano yung capabilities mo and your qualities. So, don't add something that will ruin the chances for you to have your one foot forward. Ibig sabihin ng one foot forward, yun yung ma-invite ka for a possible or an initial interview. And once makapasok ka na sa initial interview, syempre mas lalo mo nang gagalingan. Okay? So, another don't. Huwag yung lalakihan yung mga fonts just because wala kang mailagay. Lalo na kung wala kayong experiences. Pinakamahirap na pagsusulat ng resume yung walang experiences. Bakit ka walang experiences? Probably kag-graduate mo lang. Okay? As a graduating student, I'm pretty sure meron kayong OJT. Right? Meron kayong activities or organizations na nasamahan during the time that you were studying, activities na nakita ninyo, napakita niyo yung leadership skills nyo, napakita niyo yung any soft skills. Alam niyo ba yung difference ng soft skills at saka ng hard skills? Sige nga, type nyo nga dyan sa comment section what is a soft skill and what is a hard skill. Para kung hindi pa kayo nagwo-work, you can actually highlight your soft skills if you just graduated recently para mapakita ninyo ito yung na-enhance ko during the time I was studying. So, ano yung mga soft skills mo? So, tignan ko lang kung alam niyo ibig sabihin ng soft skills at saka hard skills. You can type sa comment section, what is a soft skill? Kahit one word lang. Para lang maintindihan ko na alam niyo ang difference ng soft skills at hard skills. Okay? Sige, type niyo lang. Huwag kayo matakot. I don't bite. Kasi importante ma-identify niyo yung soft skills at saka hard skills niyo. Ayan, tama si Rav. What is that? Decision making is what? Is it a hard skill or is it a soft skill? Very good, Maze. Soft skills are things na you have learned, it's innate sa inyo yung soft skills. Listening skills, leadership, yung, decision making, yan, kasi yung leadership na pag-aaralan pa yan eh. Yung hard skills, yan yung mga you've learned from the school, no? Yung computer literacy, hard skills yan. Software development, hard skills yan. And these are very important to highlight sa resume nyo. Pero saan i-highlight? O pwedeng i-highlight niyo sa, alam niyo yung skills? Pag nilagay niyo yung skills, identify niyo yung hard at saka yung soft skills niyo. And choose only your top 3 or top 5 para hindi napakahaba ng skills niyo. Lalo na kung nag-uumpisa kayo, konti pa lang yan. So, choose amongst the best. Yung alam ninyong it's representing the person na ikaw. Okay? And then, ano pa yung don't? Make sure that your pages lang is maximum of 2 pages lang. Okay? Huwag yung palalampasin ng 2 pages kahit pa ikaw ay experienced professional. Kasi nga, ang chances niyan ay hindi na rin babasahin. Pagka ni-review, tatama rin na mag-review kasi sobrang daming information na hindi naman necessary. So, always choose relevant skills, relevant content, relevant accomplishments based dun sa ina-applyan yung position. Para ma-match kayo agad na, okay, kaya ito nag-a-apply kasi may experience siya. Kung wala kang experience, hindi ka na ba mag-a-apply? No, you still apply. However, if you feel like there are things dun sa job description na nagawa mo naman before and you believe you can handle it, you can manage it, then again, a cover letter will be very helpful to reflect and express why are you applying for that role. Why do you see that this role is something that you can perform? Nakatulong ba yun sa'yo, Olivia? Kasi ang question mo kanina, what if wala kang experience? Do not be afraid to try it. Wala namang masama eh. However, kaya tayo nag-fail kasi we are not expressing it clearly and telling why are we applying for that role. Okay? So these are the things that you have to remember, the do's and don'ts of your resume. You can actually do and don't, no? You can put a picture or not put a picture. Wala namang problema kung walang picture. However, always make sure, lalo na pag online application to, kahit nga hindi online, halimbawa companies dito, make sure na meron ka ng, kung ayaw nyo ng cover letter, ang isang kapalit niyan as a video introduction. We can record yourself using Loom, L-O-O-M. It's free, less than 5 minutes of it. And then you can just put the link of that video dun sa resume nyo so that they can always click that and watch and hear and see how you present yourself. And that will really help you make or break yung inyong application. Now, kailangan ba, Miss Maria, Miss Dolores, every time na apply ako ng iba-ibang position, iba-iba din ang video ko? It would be helpful, pero kung gusto nyo generic type of a video, I would suggest gumawa kayo ng script na it will be highlighting you, your accomplishments, and not mentioning about the role that you're applying for, na po pwede ninyong i-present yung sarili nyo or include to any positions na relevant sa ina-applyan nyo. So, meaning to say, you don't have to do it over and over again. Kumbaga, gagawa ka ng isang magandang video na introducing yourself, what are your aspirations, where do you see yourself 3 to 5 years from now, and what can you bring to the table. Pwedeng yung 3 items lang na yun. So, you can use that as a generic type of your video introduction to all of the work or positions that you're going to be applying for. It doesn't, ngayon, yung resume mo, kahit walang picture, pwede. Gets nyo? Make sure lang na, oh, hi, Rod. Good luck sa'yo. Sana kinumplete ninyo yung application kasi pag hindi nyo kinumplete yung form, chances are hindi kayo magpo-proceed sa next steps. Okay? So, hopefully, kinumplete nyo yung application form, Rod. Ba't mo alam na Tiny ang nickname ko? Are you from my saan mo ko nakilalang Tiny? Hindi ko ginagamit yung Tiny. Sinabi ko ba dito yun? Ayun. So, yun yung mga dapat tandaan nyo, ha? Kung ayaw nyo gumamit ng picture, record yourself, introducing yourself through Loom, L-O-O-M. It's free. Walang bayad yan. Pero dapat less than 5 minutes kasi yung Loom, pag... Kuya Rod? Yung driver? Tama ba? Tama ba ako, Rod? Hindi ko makita yung picture mo kasi liit eh. Okay, sige. Pero good luck sa'yo, Kuya Rod, kung nag-apply ka sa amin. Basta complete mo lang yung application form. Okay. So again, sa do's, yung show willingness to learn, sama nyo na yan sa cover letter nyo. Make sure that your cover letter is at least just 1 page lang, ha? Huwag nyo nang hahabaan dyan kasi hindi yan. Tapos yung character references, huwag nyo munang ilalagay yung character references nyo hanggat hindi hingi. Kasi hihinga naman kayo for sure. Pero kung ang form na fini-fill out nyo, meron na nire-require na yon, don't. Don't. Huwag nyo ilalagay ang pangalan ng character references nyo and contact numbers nila nang hindi kayo nagpapaalam sa kanila. Don't. Do. Magpaalam kayo sa character references ninyo na ilalagay ninyo sila, ang contact number nila at ang contact email addresses nila. At, Dolfo! Hi! Oh, naku, nakakatuwa naman. Thank you for following me. Good luck sa'yo. Kumpletuhin mo lang. Sige. Ano bang in-applyan mo, Dolfo? Anong in-applyan mo? So, yun. Ulitin ko, don't put your character references information without them knowing. Do. Magpaalam kayo sa mga character references ninyo that you're going to use or put their names, their email addresses, and contact numbers so that they know when they're being contacted, they can back you up. They can speak highly about you. Hindi yung, ba't ako nilagay niya dyan? Hindi ko naman siya talaga directly nakatrabaho. At saka, ba't ako? Make or break ang character references, akala nyo ba? So, make sure na nagsasabi kayo or nagpapaalam kayo dun sa character references ninyo. At pipili kayo ng character references ninyo. Huwag yung kamag-anak nyo. Hindi tatanggapin yan. Dapat, someone that you have worked before, someone who knows you, someone who can help you boost your application. Okay? Dapat yung totoong nakatrabaho nyo, ha? Kasi pag nag-character reference kami, malalaman din namin yan. Okay, sa don'ts. Wag ninyong gagawing one resume for all. It will not work. Kaya nga sabi ko kanina, make sure you have a master copy of a resume so that yung iba ninyong gustong applyan, na feeling ninyo kaya nyo naman because you had experienced it before, you can just grab it from your master copy and create it another resume for that specific role that you're applying for. Okay, for example, example kita, Dolfo, ha? For example, ang a-applyan mo ay entertainer. So, kapag entertainer ka, dapat makikita doon sa resume mo, bakit entertainer yung ina-applyan mo. And then, again, once you save your resume, it has to be your name and dash kung ano yung position na ina-applyan mo para mas mabilis kapag nire-review yung resume mo. Okay? Sige, magbasa muna tayo. Narinig ko na din po, tinawag kayo tayo sa Bookwise Workshop. Okay. Sa Bookwise ka pala, Olivia. Thank you. Yeah. Those who know me personally, they know me as Tiny because that's my nickname. Kaya nagulat ako kay Rod. Sabi ko, saan niya nakuha yung Tiny? Kasi di ko ginagamit yung pangalan kong, or nickname ko outside. It's my inner circle. And then, my nickname na yon is for people who knows me very much. Dolores is my name kapag sa community ko at saka sa TikTok. Pero, pagka nakita ninyo ako sa Virtual Elves, yung page about the team, ang pangalan ko doon, Maria Garner. Pero, lahat yan pangalan ko. Okay? Hindi ko lang siya, hinihiwa-hiwalay ko lang para alam ko lang kung saan ako nakilala. Kaya nagulat ako na tinawag niya akong Tiny kasi I don't use it for professional work. Alright. So, okay, mag-a-apply ka pa lang. Make sure na you complete everything, Dolph, sa tsaka basahin mo maigi yung uy, grabe ka. Hindi naman ganun. Hindi naman best host. Wala naman akong award. Nakasama ko kasi yan si Dolph, si Rod, sa Enchanted Kingdom, at saka sa Brunei, sa Jerudong Park Playground sa Brunei. So, we used to work together sa Enchanted Kingdom. Kung nakapunta na kayo na Enchanted Kingdom, isa siya sa entertainers. At ako din, I used to be an entertainer doon. So, way back when I was younger, na nakakasayaw pa ako at nakaka-perform pa. So, ayan po. Tandaan ninyo, ang resume nyo, ang brochure nyo. Pag resume nyo ay hindi fascinating or enticing basahin, you're losing a lot already. Okay, you're losing an opportunity for you to be invited for an initial interview. But do not use highfalutin words. Do not use overrated words. Be simple. Gamitan nyo ng KISS, K-I-S-S. Keep it simple and swift rather. Keep it simple and swift. Okay? Huwag kayong gagamit ng mga iba kasi ang profile. Ako kasi I have a profile already dahil sa tagal ko nang mag-work, no? So, iba na yung ginagamit ko. Now, I want to announce something. I'm sorry, mag-e-end na rin ako kasi I have sabi na nga. Oo na, mag-e-end na ako kasi I have to go out and I have to do something kasi. Ngayon, I just want to announce something. Yesterday, during my live, ang sabi ko, may mga nagtanong kasi, saan yung best place to train? And I'm not sharing anything because I'm not comfortable. Now, I am happy to announce that after, kanina kasi medyo na-late ako ng konti, kasi nga I met with an institution where I'm going to be very proud to share with you. Kasi ito, hindi kayo mapapahiya pag dito kayo nag-training. Dahil it's a known institution, it's a school, it's a university. O, diba? Gusto niyo yon? Para at least maging maganda yung credentials nyo pag nag-apply kayo as a freelancer or as a VA or whatever role you may want to be. Kasi as a VA, hindi naman kami naghahanap ng diploma, honestly. Ang hinahanap namin is credentials na natutunan ninyo na yung skills na to, saan nyo natutunan, no? How did you acquire and learn the skills? Naririnig nyo ba yung doggy ko? Pasensya na kayo, nagtatawag na ng atensyon. Okay. Dolpha, ito yung link ng aming pero you can only copy Dolfo, hindi siya mag-o-open from here ha. So copy it and paste it ha. Kasi hindi siya mag-o-open from directly sa TikTok. Tapos ito rin yung community ko, lahat ng hindi pa kasama. Punta kayo sa community ko kasi dito maraming mga job openings na baka gusto niyo ma-applyan. Wala kayong babayaran sa akin ha. Hindi ako naniningil for it. I just want you to be to think, be smart. Ngayon na nasa poder ko na kayo, dapat smart na kayo ha. Ayoko na masascam pa kayo. Pag may na-scam sa inyo, hindi ko kayo kilala. Itatakwil ko kayo na wait lang, kinukuha ko lang yung link ng aking community para maka-join kayo sa sa community ko. Tapos dyan sa community ko, makikita nyo na rin eventually sasabi kong institution na makaka-partner natin kung gusto nyo nang mag-training, sa mga gusto mag-training. This is not just any other institutions, I'm telling you guys. And you will be proud kasi ito talaga yung tinatrabaho ko. I want to bring or to give quality education to aspiring VAs that you can be proud of yourselves and that you can really offer yourselves highly to possible clients kasi pinaghandaan nyo. So, huwag kayong magmadali. Being a VA, again, like what I said yesterday, is not an overnight success. You need to really work hard for it so that you can be successful in this career. And I will guide you through, if you will allow me to do that, I will guide you through. Wag lang kayong magmamadali. Okay? Pero kung ang hanap nyo ay kikita kagad bukas, hindi po ito yon. Mali kayo ng channel. At least ako, honest ako sa inyo, ayoko nung bobolahin ko kayo na ito, 6-figure. Hindi ako ganun eh. Sorry ha. Okay, magbabasa na ako ng comments and then I might leave na rin. No? So, tomorrow, Friday, meron tayo ulit 3 p.m. Again, invite niyo yung friends nyo, share my live para marami tayong matulungan din. Shine, I really thank you for joining me. Paki-follow na lang ako. Alright, so let's just read. Ayan, Nako, Korean name. Magkakaroon na ako ng kapartner. And this is a university. It's the Mapua Malayan. And binanggit ko na, binigyan naman nila ako ng go signal. Pero once we started posting yung mga ano nila, then you can start enrolling sa kanilang digital certification. And this is something that you can be proud of yourselves, guys. Kaya nga natutuwa ako kasi sabi ko, finally! Okay. So, may trading po ba? Ayun na nga, Korean name. So, soon you will see that I'll be posting information. Now, we're just finalizing things. Free training, I don't offer free training. That's why I'm doing this on a daily basis para at least a little bit of a guidance to you, no? Kung hindi pa kayo ready mag-paid training. Pero again, if you're going to attend paid training, please wait for the official postings that I'm going to be doing para at least sulit yung babayaran nyo. Okay? And then, yun nga, Mr. Korean guy, hindi ko kasi mabasa yung name mo. So, magkakaroon tayo ng partner sa soon para at least, again, it's still in the work in progress. Inaayos pa namin. Kung sakaling, sana magtuloy-tuloy, no? Para at least matulungan din namin yung mga fellow Filipinos natin na maiangat yung virtual assistance career. Okay? May mga katanungan pa ba kayo? Wala na? Resume ninyo ang unang-una ninyong pag-asikasuhan ng panahon. Because your resume is your brochure. If you are not writing your resume properly, sorry to say, you will not be able to step in, to move forward, kahit one foot forward man lang. So, look at your resume. You can send it to me if you want me to assess it. Sana lang hindi magsabay-sabay. Paano ko ba mapapaano sa inyo? O kung nandun na kayo sa community, pwede nyo akong i-message doon sa Facebook community. O kaya dito, message nyo ako. Tignan natin kung I can have time. I will try my very best kung sino ang magwagi na ma-review ko. Eh di bongga. Okay? So, send nyo lang. I-message nyo sa akin. Facebook community, kakashare ko lang kanina. Paakyat ka ng konti, Korean guy. Yung PHBVA yung nakalagay. Pa-share na lang po, please. Kasi, palabas na rin ako. Alam ko na share ko na siya kanina eh. Ayun no, hindi pala, virtual labs pa na yan. Alam ko na share ko na po eh. Hindi ko ba pa siya na-share? O, sige. Lastly, before I go, here it is. Grabe, sorry. Here it is. Girl ka ba? Sorry po. Sorry. Kasi yung pangalan mo, Korean, hindi ko alam. At hindi ko makita masyado dahil maliit yung picture. Nakita mo na? Lumabas ba yung link? Ang higpit kasi daw ng TikTok eh. Pag nag-share ng links eh. Lumabas ba yung link? Parang hindi ko nakikita. Hindi nga eh, oo. Ayaw mag-share ng link, ang damot ng no? I-DM mo ko. Opo, yung Philippine home-based. Oo nga, naglalagay siya, Olivia, ng parang warning. Ayan, tatry ko ulit ngayon. Your comment wasn't posted because of the live settings. Ano yun? Ano yung off the live settings? Daneni, okay lang ba pa-message ko lang sa kanya? Ayun! Hindi, page ko yan, Olivia. Pero from that page, pwede nyo nang makita yung PHBVA. Philippine Home-Based Virtual Assistance Community. Alright, so tomorrow, 3 o'clock ulit. Type nyo nga anong gusto ninyong topic na i-discuss ko sa inyo para yun ang paghandaan ko. Sinong gusto mag-share ng topic for tomorrow para paghandaan ko yan. Sige, Dolfo, message nyo ako. Message nyo ako sa TikTok. Sumasagot naman ako eh. Hintayin nyo lang ha. Palabas kasi ako eh. Okay. So, anong topic ang gusto nyong i-discuss ko tomorrow? Para at least, yun ang aking bibigyan ng atensyon. Ano ang gusto nyong topic? Come on guys, lalabas na ako. 4:30 na, ang TV na. Oh yes, sige. Anong klaseng, anong interview? Maze? What kind? How to answer? How to answer? Yan ba ang gusto mo, Maze? Oh, agree ba kayo sa request ni Maze? Ways to pass the VA. Okay, as an interview ba yan? Sige. Bibigyan ko kayo ng mga important tips para at least you can umpisahan, kaya ko inuumpisahan sa resume kasi sunod-sunod na yan. Siyempre, pag nag-apply ka, pag nag-send ka application, the chances are, pag maganda resume nyo, you will be invited for an initial interview. So, pagdating sa initial interview, nakapasok na 2 paa. Diba? Step by the step, sabi niya. Step by the step tayo. Okay ba? Okay, so once again, wait for my official postings and announcement of the partnership that I'm going to have. And this is going to make a huge difference in your career as a VA or a freelancer. So once again, salamat ng maraming salamat po sa lahat ng 715 eyes. Oh my goodness! And for the 896 hearts. Thank you so much for the love. I'm really appreciating you guys. So thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. and we will talk about interviews, no? How you can ace your interview as a VA or any other careers. Okay? So stay safe, stay wonderful. This is VA Dolores, your certified learning and development practitioner, and I'm here to support and to guide you in your journey as a VA. And this is a passion of mine and my advocacy. And please help me share my TikTok channel, share my videos. Yung mga videos ko lang na serious wag na yung mga kalokohan videos ko. Baka mamaya masira utak nila. Talaga pang certified practitioner ba to? Yung mga yung mga seryosong nag-share ako ng topics. So thank you once again. Have a wonderful afternoon and stay safe. God bless us all. Bye. Thank you po. Send nyo lang sa PM ko, sa TikTok ko as PM. I will make sure I will read that. Okay? Shout out Janina. Shout out kay Janina from Cheng. Dolpho, nice to see you. Bye-bye.